Alright, so I know this is funny because it's like Roblox Phantom Forces gameplay. And it's like a fucking YouTube commentary video, but I just didn't know what else to do. So, you can do like a more official version of this, but this is just something to post for now that like the 4th episode's coming out. And it's just kind of like why this segment exists and why we decided to make it. Because a lot of people, for some reason, just don't know that. And the reasoning for that is that we never talked about it, which is why I'm going to do that. We'll make a more official like episode, but it won't be posted on the actual announcements. It'll just be a YouTube video because I feel like that would be kind of weird to have on the announcements just talking for 3 minutes. But so basically, the whole point of this segment is to basically have something that is nowhere near school related at all, because it's the school news. However, a lot of people find it so boring because it's all just school shit. And what we decided to do was like, why don't we just make a segment that has nothing to do with school news at all to get people actually interested in watching the shows? Because being in broadcast for this is my 2nd year, and all my friends having been in it and my brother being in it for a while, we all kind of realized like, wow, for the amount of effort we put into this, nobody gives a shit about the show, or what's on it. So we were like, we thought for a while, and we like reviewed episodes, and we kind of learned like, well, it's because it's just fucking school-related news and school announcements and school. Like, people barely give enough of a shit to do their schoolwork, so why do they care enough to watch the assignments, Or assignments, announcements. So we were like, you know what? We'll just make a segment that has nothing to do with school. Because Random made, this is why in the first episode of Rand's Fear to Be, he was like, we're back, production's super up. Because he used to have he just had all these episodes on his phone of him reviewing school lunches. So we were like, well, we should make that a segment. And then we were like, well, no, what if we just do a ton of just random shit and put it under a random, like, put it under a random ass, like, group. And then, my name is Trey, got best way tomorrow, I'm a point guard, a Shoo game. Yeah, Shoo gang. That's how we thought of it. It's pretty stupid, but that's how we did it. But, so what we did was, we made the Rand's food review, and people really liked it, and it got the exact response we were thinking of. People actually watched it. Everyone said it was super entertaining. It was like the first actually good segment in forever. And of course, like, wow, we were right. That is literally exactly what we wanted. So we were like, okay, we'll make more of these. So we're making more and more of them. However, I felt like nobody really knew that, that's why Shoe Gang existed and why it became a thing in the first place. Because there's some people in my friends' advisories that are like, yo, why the hell is this being played? This has nothing to do with school. And it's like, that's the whole point. Like, that's why we made it. Just to get people more interested in the announcements who don't really care about, the school or anything like that. So, yeah, that was just like a little, like a 3-minute rant about, why we made this, how we made this. And if anyone is wondering, like, how we actually make this, like what class you do or what elective, or not elective, after school, it's just a class called broadcast journalism. We'll probably make a segment about it in like a couple months when people are picking their classes. But yeah, no, and it's literally just a class, and we just tell Miss Smith like, yo, can we take the camera for the weekend and record a shooting episode? And then she's like, of course. And then we just edit it, and then yeah, that's what we do to make them and how we get them on the news in the first place. But yeah, if you gave enough of a shit to watch the end, thank you. Episode 4 comes out tomorrow, and we're thinking of in the future having like the not school appropriate versions on YouTube. So because like we have of course in an hour and a half of footage we have so many of us being like fuck and stuff like that. That's why I'm swearing this video, because you guys are all like 15 through 18. You don't really give a shit, but the school obviously does. So we might do that. But yeah, if you did watch this, thanks for watching, and see you next Blue Friday.